続きまして、三重県出身、ミッチーこと光子さんによります。教育直後は善か悪かです。ミッチー、よろしくお願いいたします。
こんにちは。三重県から来ました70歳のミッチーこと光子です。夏のスピーチの時と同様に、頭が柔軟で集中力と記憶力が抜群の若い同級生たちに遅れないように、足を引っ張らないようにと、できるだけ早いうちから着々と準備を進めてきました。この IBS での1年間は、私にとってとっても充実した、とっても贅沢な1年間でした。思っている以上にたくさんの収穫を得て、この宝物を持って私のこれからの人生が楽しみです。周りのたくさんの人たちに支えていただいたことを心より感謝しています。さて、今日のテーマ、教育直後ですが、これまでこの言葉を聞くたびになぜかとっても問題視されていました。私はというと、あまり内容は分かっていないなと思いました。そこでちゃんと理解をして考えてみたいなと思ったので、このテーマを取り上げました。ご一緒に考えてみてください。それではお聞きください。Until the middle of the 20th century, most Asian countries were Western European colonies. However, Japan was not invaded and remained an independent nation because Japan has its own high level of knowledge and defense capability. In the Meiji era, Japan began to be influenced by foreign culture. The Japanese tradition, spirit, and way of thinking that have been kept up until that point were combined as the basic philosophy of education. The Emperor Meiji took the initiative to uphold these ideas together with his people. That's the 教育直後。Be filial to your parents. Show affection to your brothers and sisters. Husband and wife, be harmonious. Friends, be true to each other. Bear yourself in modesty and moderation. Extend your benevolence to all. Pursue learning and cultivate the art. Develop intellectual faculties. Possess perfect moral powers. Advance the public good and promote common interest. Always respect the Constitution and observe the law. Should emergencies allow, offer yourself courageously to the state. I don't think there is any leader with such a mind by the emperor. Japanese were wise, strong, gentle, and centered around the emperor with a sense of unity like one family. Kyoiku Chokugo was abolished by the occupation policy of GHQ. On the contrary, the Japanese government did exact opposite, and 80 years have passed. It looked as if everything had gone according to GHQ's plan. So, let's take a look at a reverse version of 教育直後. Ignore what their parents say. Advocate for children, freedom and life. Brothers fight and strong win. Married couple can do as they please, not give up their right to each, have a affair, argue, live together freely before marriage, and divorce easily without thinking. Everything is allowed. Don't believe your friend because they are still just others. Be yourself, don't be shy. Think about your own happiness, not about other people. You don't have to force yourself to study. Relaxed education policy is important. Don't work hard. People please those they don't like. get away from bad things and stay back. Parents and society, take care. I don't care if there are rules. Free, easy, and finds best. If the country is in danger, leave the weak people run away to different country. It seems the people in Japan have lost their bond as GHQ planned. However, when a big disaster happened, people helped and cared for each other. They kept order and worked for recovery. Also, people shared Japanese hospitality and compassion online. Many people in the world love Japanese culture. I am very moved by the Emperor and Empress. They work hard for the people and always kind and caring. They always care about many things, such as disaster, culture, and science. They learn on their own and understand others before meeting them. The Emperor once ran with a blind runner to help her dream. The Empress visited the girl with a disability to encourage her. They care for weak people and hard-working people too. In this way, they are a good example of the Japanese way of life. Long ago, Emperor Nintok saw no smoke from the people's houses at dinner time and worried about their life. He stopped taxes for 3 years and cared about the people more than himself. At the end of the war, Emperor Showa told General MacArthur that he wanted to save the people from hunger, even if he lost his life. Because of this, food from the US came and helped many Japanese people. If we hadn't had such a merciful emperor, what would have happened to us? It was 教育勅語 that the emperor took as a model for his way of life, both past and present. And Japan is a proud nation that has valued such moral principles. Is it right for current Japan to continue its education the way it is now? 教育直後ってとってもシンプル。夫婦、家族、友達と仲良く助け合い、お互いを尊重し合い、知性と技術力、そして人格を高め、法律や決まりを守り、国に困難なことがあればみんなで協力し合い、助け合う。I want to protect the traditional way of life of the Japanese. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Micchie, for an interesting speech. We have there's some good things we can learn from the past, but at the same time, want to be careful that we don't mythologize it too much. There's a saying in English, looking through rose-colored glasses, and it means looking at the past as if everything was perfect, and in the present as if everything is terrible. And it's more complex than that. Yes, there are some good points in the imperial rescript on education, but there's also some places of potential disagreement. Respecting your parents, what if your parents are abusive? What if your parents are hitting you or stealing from you or exploiting you? Respecting the law, not all laws are good. In Nazi Germany, it was the law to turn Jewish people and report Jewish people to concentration camps. Giving yourself to the state doesn't always have your best interests in mind. In America, if we had the law to give yourself to the state, I might have had to go fight in a war that was illegal in 2003. On the other hand, some things that we're doing now, children having freedom to learn, I think that's mostly a good thing, to have them have a way to experience things and discover their own path. Divorce sometimes, unfortunately, is necessary. There are lots of people who are in bad marriages, and it's better if they don't be together. And sometimes you do have to think about yourself. You have to pursue your own interests, pursue your own desires. There are limits, of course, but I think that's what I'm saying, is that there's a lot of complexity than just one. The past was always good, the present was always bad. And one good example is comparing 3/11 to the Kanto quake of 1923. During 3/11, in the modern day, there was a lot of social cohesion. People were helping each other, people were giving money, donating blood, they were doing a lot of things to help each other out. In the Kanto quake in 1923, under the imperial rescript, there was a lot of social unrest. There were vigilante mobs, and they were executing Korean people. So it's not all the past was all good, the present is all bad. There's complexity there, and I think we have to balance the realities with the ideals that they were behind. So it's important things to think about from different perspectives. But thank you for your speech.
Thank you.
学院長コメントをお願いいたします。
面白いですね。これはもう徹底して今のペリー先生の意見とディベートしたらいいですね。戦議したらいいですよね。今神話的なものを当たり前のように取り上げて言うのはちょっとどうかなっていう話もありましたけれども、アーサー王物語とかね、それから旧約聖書とか、いろんなの本当は西洋社会も神話的な世界で話しているようなものがいっぱいあるんですよね。で僕ら現実に天皇が生きてるから多分もう全然噛み合わないところがいっぱいあると思うんですけれども、もうミッチーが今やったようなこの教育直後の話、僕は素晴らしいと思うんですよ。ところがいろんな外からのいろんな意見によってね、それはおかしいんじゃないかといろいろ言う。なぜかというと我構想のっていうもう初めから天皇陛下のもう神話的なものを持ってきてそれを信じれというのかってやるわけですよね。そうじゃなくてその中にあるものが何が大切なのか。もう一つこの教育直後とは違ったもう一つ明治天皇が出した戊辰小直っていうのがあるんですけど、この戊辰小直の中にはもっとそういうことは書かなくてもっと人がなぜかというと今までずっと生きてきた我々の文化が新しい風によって全部ダメになるかもしれない、その心配を天皇がされたんですよね。だからこういうこと小直を出したんだと思うんですけど、人間っていうのは教育しないと人間にはなれない。でもこの教育ではない人になれないための教育を今ただロボットかなんかになるための教育をやってるような気がして、今ミッチーが伝えようとするのは人になる教育をもっとやってくださいよということを言ってるんだと思うんですね。だから人というのは大いなるものを信じていきますよね。やっぱ神様を信じるとかね、イエス様を信じるとか仏様を信じるとかね、マホメットを信じるとかで、僕らは長い歴史の中ではこの構想いわゆるそういう世界を信じて生きてきたわけですよね。でそれは取れって言ったら信じるものが何もなくなってしまう。そういうことはちょっとひどいなと思うんで、これは本当にディベートが必要だと思うんです。もう徹底して戦ってください。負けちゃダメですよ。頑張ってください。はい。